an engineer, a scrapyard, and unlimited rage. What happens when these three things come together? The galaxy learned the answer in the most painful way possible. This story tells how a single human created the galaxy's most feared weapon. But more importantly, it shows why alien races should never underestimate human creativity. Lucas Hahn was the most talented engineer in the Titan VII colony. At 34, he was a quiet man with genius-level intelligence. Since childhood, he could create miracles from scrap parts. His father used to tell him, "Lucas, you could build a spaceship from a broken toaster." Lucas's small workshop was in the colony's outskirts. It was literally a treasure chest. Old spaceship parts, abandoned robot remains, non-functional energy crystals. Where normal people saw junk, Lucas saw potential. He lived a peaceful life with his wife Elena and 8-year-old daughter Sophie. In the evenings, he would tell Sophie space stories and build little robot toys. He had a perfect family life. Until that cursed day came. The Mundangus Raiders attacked Titan VII. This alien race was known as the galaxy's most ruthless pillagers. With their greenish skin, 6 arms, and especially deep hatred toward humans. The attack was sudden and violent. The colony's defense was too weak. Only a few old security drones. Lucas was in his workshop that day, trying to repair the hyperspace engine of an old cargo ship. Suddenly, alarms began blaring. When he rushed outside, the scene he witnessed was nightmarish. The sky was filled with Mundangus warships. Laser beams were leveling buildings. People were screaming and running. Lucas ran home. But it was too late. He found Elena and Sophie's bodies under the rubble of his house. Mundangus soldiers had shot them while they were escaping. They hadn't just shot them, they had made them suffer. At that moment, something inside Lucas died, and something else was born in its place. A cold. The surviving colonists fled the attack, but Lucas chose to stay. He went down to his workshop's basement and began planning. The Mundangus would return. This was certain, because Titan VII had rare element mines, and they would completely colonize this planet. Lucas had an insane plan in his mind. Alone, with no support whatsoever, he would fight against the entire Mundangus fleet. Impossible, you might think. Under normal circumstances it was. But Lucas wasn't a normal engineer, and the materials at his disposal weren't normal either. In his workshop, he had the main hull of an old cargo ship, the weapon system from an abandoned military drone, 3 non-functional fusion reactors, an experimental hyperspace engine prototype, and most importantly, unlimited time and infinite rage. Lucas began working, 18 hours a day, without rest, without stopping. What Lucas was building wasn't just a ship. He was creating a death machine. First, he connected the 3 fusion reactors in parallel. This was normally impossible because power fluctuations could blow up the entire system. But Lucas achieved this with his own designed regulator system. The result? 15 times the power output of a normal warship. He redesigned the weapon system. Instead of standard laser cannons, he created a plasma stream focuser. This weapon didn't just melt enemy ships' armor, it disintegrated them at the molecular level. The armor system was even more insane. He used adaptive nanomaterial. This armor analyzed the type of attack and changed its resistance accordingly. It absorbed energy during laser attacks, hardened during kinetic attacks. But the craziest part was the navigation system. Lucas programmed the ship's AI according to his own brain patterns. The ship could mimic Lucas's way of thinking, his combat strategies, even his intuitions. For 6 months, he worked non-stop. The only thing he ate was canned food. The only thing he drank was recycled water. His hair grew long, his beard became unkempt, circles formed under his eyes. But his ship was getting more powerful every day. At the end of the 6th month, Lucas's masterpiece was ready. It looked like a normal cargo ship on the outside. But the power it contained was equivalent to an entire battle fleet. He named the ship Nemesis. Elena's favorite mythological character was the goddess of revenge. Nemesis's specifications were 450 meters length, 80 meters width, triple fusion core system, adaptive nano-armor plating, plasma devastator main weapon system, 24 automatic defense drones, experimental hyperspace drive, advanced stealth technology. But most importantly, Lucas had designed this ship to be operated single-handedly. All systems were connected to his neural implant. The ship was like an extension of himself. During the first test flight, Nemesis's power surprised even Lucas. It pulverized asteroids with single shots. It could move 3 times faster than normal ships in hyperspace. He was ready. The Mundangus returned as expected, this time with a larger fleet. 47 warships, 12 cruisers, and 2 mega-destroyers. The fleet commander was Admiral Vex, the most experienced and ruthless commander of the Mundangus. He was responsible for the destruction of over 200 planets. The radar operator reported, "Admiral, we have a single signal on the planet. A small ship, probably some civilian trying to escape." Vex laughed. "Human courage is commendable, but their stupidity is even greater. Vaporize that ship." But when they tried to hit the ship, they were shocked. Nemesis was easily evading all their attacks. Moreover, it had begun counterattacking. The first plasma shot cut the Mundangus cruiser in half. The second shot melted 2 warships simultaneously. By the third shot, one of the operational ships was completely destroyed. Vex panicked. "This is impossible. It's just one ship." But Lucas was just getting started. Nemesis dove into the heart of the Mundangus fleet. Lucas's strategy was this: stay in constant motion to neutralize the enemy's numerical advantage. The ship's hyperspace engine could make short-distance jumps. This way, Nemesis appeared 1 second on the right, 1 second on the left, 1 second above. The Mundangus didn't know which direction to fire. Every shot hit its target precisely. Lucas's accuracy was machine-like. He destroyed 20 of the 47 warships in the first 10 minutes. Admiral Vex was going insane. "Who is this damned human? How can he fight this well?" Lucas's ship wasn't just fighting powerfully. It was fighting intelligently. It was breaking enemy formations, making them crash into each other, conducting psychological warfare. At one point, Nemesis materialized right next to the Mundangus flagship. Lucas's voice was broadcast across the entire fleet. "Remember Elena Han, remember Sophie Han, today you die for them." And he unleashed a full-power plasma salvo at the flagship from point-blank range. 47 warships, 12 cruisers, 2 mega-destroyers. All destroyed. Only debris remained from the Mundangus fleet. Nemesis had taken minor damage, but Lucas was functioning perfectly. The adaptive armor was already repairing the damage it had taken. Lucas visited Elena and Sophie's graves. "I have avenged you," he said. But this was just the beginning. News spread rapidly across the galaxy. A single human had destroyed an entire Mundangus assault fleet. It might seem impossible, but the debris floating around was proof. The Galactic Council called an emergency meeting. All alien races were discussing Lucas Han. "This is an anomaly," they said. "Humans aren't normally this dangerous." But they were wrong. Lucas's victory sent shockwaves throughout the galaxy. Humans were no longer seen as a defenseless, innocent species. They had now entered the potential threat category. Various alien races tried to contact Lucas. Some wanted to hire him. Some wanted to form an alliance with him. Some wanted to eliminate him. Lucas refused them all. He had only one purpose: to find everyone who killed his family and take his revenge. Nemesis set out into interstellar space. Lucas was looking for new targets, Mundangus main bases, commanders, warlords. He had made a list of all of them, and he was finding and destroying them one by one. What does this story teach us? First, never underestimate human creativity. We can adapt to any situation, solve any problem. What Lucas accomplished might have seemed impossible, but human engineering genius, combined with proper motivation, can create miracles. Second, revenge is a powerful motivator. Lucas's rage gave him the power to achieve the impossible. Never underestimate a human protecting their loved ones. Third, technology alone isn't enough. The Mundangus had advanced technology, but they were helpless against Lucas's creativity and strategic thinking. Lucas Han is still out there today, in the depths of the galaxy, with Nemesis continuing to fight until he completes his revenge. And the entire galaxy knows that a single angry human can be as dangerous as an entire fleet.